Yo, wait up. We back on air. About to get this shit started. Starting trouble again. You know what I mean? So what I want y'all to do, because season one, we feel people were stealing our content. And you know they scour the internet. You have all these writers when they're always constantly looking. They got pressure on them, so they're constantly looking for new material, new content, and they stealing. So if whatever we say now, this is just the season break. This ain't season 2 yet. This is just a season break from season 1 going into season 2, and we coming at you. We're gonna let you know everything that's gonna be coming up. So you gotta stay tuned. We letting you know that we back. We ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? We just on a hiatus and chilling. We did 40 episodes for you on the first season or whatever. But again, we coming back, and we just get. I'm about to let C tell you. We was talking about something earlier. So we're gonna fill y'all in. But then, like I said, when we return, season 2, make sure you here. December, it's gonna be. It's gonna be hot. New studios, and just new. It's gonna be a lot of new shit going on. So just get ready, man.
A lot of new shit.
Right. So see what you were saying, man. What is? Who is it? Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg, man.
Mark Zuckerberg. Facebook, that is now called Meta.
Meta. He's trying to start the Metaverse.
The Metaverse, right?
Right. So you know me, man. I like trying to connect dots.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I'm seeing. And you know what? Yo, feel free to comment. Feel free to say if you think I'm right, if you think it's crazy. But look, these are the dots that I'm connected, and everything is tied in.
Right.
All right. Number one, you got the pandemic, right?
Uh-huh.
What's one of the things that would have resulted the pandemic? One of the things that resulted from the pandemic is that people got used to being at home.
At home. Right. Yep.
They got used to it. Right?
Agreed. Yep.
Now you look at the rise of all these of Bitcoin and all the virtual coins and everything, right?
Uh-huh.
Then you got the whistleblower coming out about Facebook saying that Facebook knew about all the harm that it was doing to people, which leads to the rebranding of Facebook.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. They rebranding it. Yep.
Now let's tie all of this in. Even the NFTs. When you buy a piece of artwork, what's one of the first things you want to do? You want to display it. You want to hang it in the crib. You might donate it to a museum. You want to put it on display where people can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but now these are the dots I'm connecting. I might be crazy, but
listen, this is the Real Unapologetic Podcast, the Real You Podcast, and we go to the extreme with conspiracy theorism. That's what we do. Go ahead.
Facebook is also in charge of the Oculus, which lets you play virtual games almost like you inside the game.
Right.
So now Facebook is coming
I see where you're going.
With the Metaverse.
Uh-huh.
Right? Yo, as it is now, people can't even distinguish between what's real and what's fake because of social media. You look at all these videos, you watch them, you like, is that real? Is that fake? What's going on? So people already having a hard time distinguishing what's real and what's fake.
What's fake, especially with the fake news. Yeah, go ahead.
Now you got Facebook coming out with this Metaverse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, think about this, cuz. Suppose the Metaverse is basically about creating a whole new world, a whole new economy. Now you can go into virtual reality. If you got Bitcoin, if you got Sheepcoin, if you got any virtual coins, and you can buy your own reality now. You want to live in a $10 million crib? Yo, you can buy this $10 million crib. It's going to cost you 2 Bitcoin. So now, once you put on the Oculus, you can live inside your crib, your $10 million crib. Anytime you want, throw on the Oculus or whatever virtual reality shit they got.
Yo.
You can now you're gonna have virtual automobile dealers. You could go to the dealership and pick out a car that you always wanted to drive and have that shit at your $10 million crib that you bought for 2 Bitcoin.
Yo.
And cats ain't gonna be distinguishing what's real and what's fake anymore. You're gonna be in your house with your Oculus headset on and just be like, oh yeah, man, I'm in Tahiti right now. And you're gonna seriously believe that shit.
That's
because all the accessories that they got coming out for this shit, is for sensory stimulation. So if you say, you know what, I'm going hunting this weekend, and I'm gonna sit around the campfire. Yo, you could build a campfire virtually, and you'll have an accessory that'll create heat, that'll feel like you sitting in front of the fire. You'll actually be able to feel the heat.
Shit. All right. We got to stop right there, man. We can't go in anymore.
Yo, I'm saying, think about it, yo.
Yo, I feel like, I feel like that sounds, yo, listen, you're not far off. It sounds 100% accurate, because like you said, people are not in touch with reality anymore. People want to escape reality. People don't want to live the life that they're living. And that right there, man, that helps them become richer, and it keeps the poor poor.
Yeah.
Because you're spending your money, and you're not investing in the real world, you're investing in a virtual world.
Exactly.
So you still lose while they're still making money, and they're still winning. So again, listen, man, that's not far off. If you think it's far off, make sure you like the video first. Make sure before you comment, like the video, subscribe to the Real and Unapologetic podcast channel, man. And listen, man, this is not far off. That's, I see them sometimes reach, but yo, listen, that's on the money, man. Why is Facebook, and you leave a comment, why is Facebook changing their name? Yeah. What are they doing? What is the rebranding? What is the rebranding and the revamping for? What's going on? If you have a comment, leave a comment, man. Tell us. Talk to me and C. Tell us what you think. So C.
Yo, what's
we're gonna go back into that. That's we're gonna dive into more of that, but like I said, man, this is season break. The season break. Not season 2, not season 1, just a season break. We on our hiatus. We're doing our thing, man. We're just letting you know we have not gone. We have not left the building. And we just want to keep you here and let you know what's coming up. So we're going to have some stuff talking about midget boxing. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about disrespect, man. We want to talk about disrespect. I want to feed people on disrespect and nasty public restrooms. We all have visited nasty public restrooms that are fucking nasty. I mean, disgusting nasty, that you don't even want to pull your dick out. Pull your, if you're a woman, you got a dress on, you don't want to pull it up, pull your pants down. You don't want to be in that bathroom. And we've all experienced. If you got some pictures, if you got some comments, if you got some stories, please leave a comment, subscribe to the video, like the video, just listen. We are hunting for this shit. I got some pictures, man. I got some pictures for those public restrooms that are disgusting, and we want to talk about it, man. And I think that's where the coronavirus was created, in these nasty ass public restrooms, man. Listen, we got that. That's we're gonna talk about that, and then on top of that, man, just this is one thing I want to say this, and Les Brown shared this, and I want to leave this, so this, and I'm gonna still fill you guys in on everything, but so Les Brown said he was talking to Sidney Poitier, and Sidney said, when you go for a walk with someone, something happens. You either adjust to their pace or they adjust to your pace. So the question was asked, whose pace have you adjusted to? So it's deep. I thought it was real deep. So I want to leave that with y'all and let y'all know, coming into season 2, you guys think about that. You got any more quotes, anything that you want to feed, man? This is what's all about on the Real and Unapologetic podcast channel, the Real You podcast. It's all about feeding you information, keeping you, stimulating your mind, and having those tough discussions. And
the tough discussions.
The tough discussions. And people stop stealing our content, man. You guys are like, come on, man. Listening. While we here right now, we're doing this. What did you think about that Dave Chappelle, the closer? Because that was we was always talking about transgender. We was always talking about the gays. We talked about everything. But what did you think about the closer? Did you think it was offensive to the community? What did you think?
Dude, look, you know how I feel about that, cuz. Look, speaking the truth shouldn't be offensive. Speaking the truth and speaking your mind and having your own opinion should not be offensive. And yo, I give much props to Dave. Cause yo, there was no reason for him to make a stand like that, man. He could keep on, earning his dollars. He put up all his dollars. He put it all to the front of the table and was like, "Yo, this is how I feel. Y'all either deal
Right.
with it or fuck y'all."
Word.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
That's basically what he said. This is how I feel. I'm going to say what I want to say. It's my opinion.
Freedom of speech.
We got to stop being held hostage by certain groups and individuals just because I don't agree with your lifestyle. It doesn't mean I hate you. It doesn't mean I
Right.
want
I
you
just
to
don't
die.
agree.
It's
Right.
just my opinion. Nigga, just look. If I don't like Brussels sprouts, I'm not gonna hate on you and wanna hurt you and do harm to you because I
Right.
see you eating Brussels sprouts. I just don't like fucking Brussels sprouts.
That's it. That's it, yo. And I don't feel you have to agree to be around each other, man. You got to learn to agree or to disagree in this world, and that's what people haven't done. And we got to get to that place. We got to get back to that place, man.
Yeah, and
We gotta get back to that
that's the
place.
problem, man. The powers that be want it's like they trying to program everybody to get along. That shit is not natural. It goes against nature. Look back to America before the white man came. You had plenty Native Americans, but you know what? They was all in different tribes. Why were they all different tribes? Why wasn't it just one tribe of people living on America? Because they had differences, and people
differences.
went with the
Different
the leader and the chief that they agreed with.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
this tribe might have said, "Yo, we gonna live off all of the fish in the sea. That's gonna be our thing." Another tribe been like, "Yo, all we gonna do is we gonna hunt buffalo."
Well, see, I'm gonna tell you right now, the whole this with the LGBTQ, and that's another thing Dave took from me when he said LGBTQ PRP. I said that on the episode. I think it was episode, I don't remember, man. We did 40 episodes. We went strong, but like I said, I think this is all because blacks, we wanted, with the Black Lives Matter movement, we wanted change, and this is another way for them showing us to start this whole movement and to make it as strong as if they made it, to show us that everybody else will always get what they want except you fuckers. Mm-hmm. Listen, that's how this movement is, and that's how they did it, man. It's everybody else will get what they want except us.
Yeah.
And we have to start paying attention to that, because it's true. Everybody else gets what they want. They can say what they want. Once the gays say, but what Dave is doing, he's standing up, and that's why we all as a people have to stand up. And I'm talking about everybody together. Whites, Asians, blacks, Hispanics, everybody together. Listen, not one group should be able to speak, or everybody should be accepted. Everybody should be accepted. Everybody's should have the freedom of speech to be able to say what it is that you want. And if you don't like it, you don't have to agree. Turn the television off or just stop listening. If I'm on a podcast, if I'm in a room that you're in, all you got to do is walk out the room. You have freedom to walk out of the room. You don't have to stay there. Exactly. So if you don't like something, walk the fuck out. That's it. Turn the TV off. You have the power in your hand, in your remote control. You have the power. Stop being such pussies, man. And like I said, this whole movement was to show that, because at the end of the day, it's blacks that are not getting the respect that we have demanded, the respect that should be given to us because we're human. Just off the bat, because we're human, because we wake up and we breathe and we bleed and we have emotions and everything, just like everybody else. Just like everybody else in the world, man. We're no fucking different, man. I don't care how you perceive us and how you look at us and our, the behaviors that you see. We're still just like everybody else. We're just like everybody else. People got to get through this shit, man. So I think that's what that whole movement for. The movement is for. It's always the shut and quiet our movement down. Whatever our movement is, and what Dave did was brave, courageous. You know what I mean? And he came out with his guns drawn and was like, fuck it. And he said it at the beginning when he opened. He's like, this might be the last show.
Yeah.
But like I said, man, when you stand like that and you that brave and that courageous, something great always comes out of it. Something great always comes out of that. You know, he did it once, and he also showing people that, yo, this is where all of us as black people, Asians, whites, I mean, listen, he's showing you, stop giving a fuck about the dollar. It's not about the dollar. Like, if you work hard, it's gonna work. Like, just like when he walked away from 50 million, he came back and got 60 million. Mm-hmm. It's not about the dollar. Stand for something, or you're gonna fall for anything. Stand for something. Everybody around here, out here in this world, don't stand for anything. They just go with anything, and that's why Facebook is pulling the wool over their eyes right now with changing the name, rebranding it to Meta, and this virtual reality world. They're just gonna take and suck more fucking dollars from you. Yeah. Yeah. And you're gonna allow it. You're gonna let them happen. You're gonna let it happen. No Vaseline. They're gonna fuck you. And you're gonna say, hey, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, you're gonna be like, hey, we got fucked, and you knew about it because they're showing you exactly what they're doing. See, just opened up, telling you exactly what his plans are. Mark Zuckerberg and his team. Listen, what? So, see what else, man. I want to go through this real quick. So we got, as far as etiquette. Let's go into let me see then season episode 2. Episode 2 was what episode 2, yeah, that was talking about the 4 C's: choice, convenience, content, and control. And talking about that, talking about about coworkers and what a man's job is. What a man's job is. I want to get into that. Like, what is the actual job description of a man? Because we have lost touch with that shit, man. Men, I see guys, and we've seen it. They've been posting pictures, over the years with guys sitting in the car while the girl is pumping gas. But it's beyond that shit, man. Yeah. And I want C to dive in a little bit to what he's been seeing lately, because he's been doing some grinding. Like around here, all we do is fucking grind. That's what we do. We're up at 3 a.m.
Grind, man. It's the grind.
At 3 a.m. Right. It's like really fucking no time to sleep, but this is what we do. But on your grind, C's grind, confessions with a driver. Yo, what you been seeing, C, out there, man? What have you been seeing?
Yo, I've been seeing how cats, and we talked about this before, cats are willingly and freely giving away their balls. They're giving away all the stuff that used to define a man back in the day, man. Right. As far as, you go over your girl crib, but you got to use her Uber to get to and from.
So that means what C is saying, he doesn't have an Uber app, which means he doesn't have a credit card to put onto because you need a credit card or debit card, some type of account to put on attached to your Uber. So that means he doesn't have
using your girl's app and her credit card to get to and from.
Right. Which is some sucker way out. Yeah.
That is some sucker shit. I'm looking at cats in gas stations. I'm saying, look, I'm watching 10 fucking vehicles pull up at the gas station, and number one, the chick is driving.
Yeah.
She the one reaching in her pocket. Mm-hmm. All the dude is doing is he got the seat all the way back. You know how cats do now. They put the seat all the way back like they almost laying down in the car and shit. And they on their phone while their girl is there paying for the gas, washing the fucking windows and shit. Yo, it's ridiculous. And they think that means she treating me like
she's boss. Like he's the boss.
She's treating me like I'm a king. Nigga, she treating you like you a bitch.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. From now on, if a guy is sitting in the passenger side of the car and his girl is driving, that is no longer a passenger seat. That's the
what happened to the scrubs? You know what I mean? Sitting in the passenger side of the best friend's ride, trying to holler at me, whatever. I don't want no scrub. What happened to that? Where it actually meant something when guys were in. You know what I'm saying? Like being in the passenger seat. And I get it. If sometime when you on a fucking road trip, you need, you switch. Your lady will drive, do a couple hours. I get it. Yeah. But not out of 10 cars and there's 10 guys all in the passenger seat. Is that the case here? Yeah. So we're
gonna be jumping into a lot of new shit, man.
We're gonna be jumping new shit. But
topics that cats don't want to talk about, that cats might not even know exist, like female sexual predators. They out there, yo.
Yeah.
Out there, but people won't call them out on it. You know, we gonna get into it.
Yeah, and also this, man, that 40 out of the 45,000 people commit suicide every year within the United States, and 75% of that rate are men. That's something else that people don't know, man. That and why is it that men are committing suicide, man? What's going on, man? What are we doing to the men in this in the world, man? That guys are just willingly giving up their balls and sitting in the passenger seat. What's going on? What's up with this? So yeah, we're gonna dive into that, man. Also, the war on black men, we know about that, man. We know the war on black men. Staying productive. We want to get into a lot more of that. There's a lot of shit, man. There's a lot of stuff that are coming on season 2. Good friendships take time. And I had a whole. All right, so I don't want to go into this, but I want to just talk a little bit about it, about trauma, just traumatization or whatever, and what it does to your prefrontal cortex, and how that stems into other behaviors like laziness and procrastination. But again, you're gonna have to wait till season 2 for that. Season 2, episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're gonna have 10 episodes there. So make sure you're ready for season 2, man. Yo, see, anything else you want to talk about, man?
No, I'm good. I can't wait to start shooting season 2, man.
It's
gonna be some fires started, yo.
Be some fire started. We starting some shit. We're gonna keep talking our shit as usual. You know what I mean? So, yo, again, we'll be back December. Make sure you are dialed in. Make sure you are tuned in on YouTube. Make sure you following us on the Apple Podcast. Make sure you're on Spotify, whatever. So then that way, when that podcast pops up, season 2, episode 1, you are listening or watching. Again, I am Unapologetic Reef, joined with my cousin, your boy,
The Real C.
All right, and we out.
We out.